Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy MMA Propaholic, and I'm back with another breakdown for UFC Orlando. And I'm going to be breaking down Darren Elkins versus Jonathan Pearce. Um, Darren Elkins is 8 years older than Jonathan Pearce. They both have this 71-inch reach advantage. Elkins fights out of the orthodox stance as Jonathan Pearce switches stance. Pearce fights out of fight ready, and Darren Elkins fights out of Dunlin Vale Tudo. I don't even know how to fuck to say that. Darren Elkins, my God, we know he has the more professional experience. 37 fights in the UFC. I mean, my God. 26 fights in the UFC. My God. I mean, guy's been through it all. I mean, he's already bleeding in the background, guys. Darren Elkins is bleeding as I already speak of this fight, and it's in 7 days. Darren, stop bleeding, bro. You got 7 days. 7 days, Darren. You could bleed. You could bleed. Oh, 6 days, Darren. You got 6. You could bleed in 6 days. Stop bleeding. Oh, stop bleeding. Pointed to the wrong guy. Jonathan Pearce has a 80% finish rate, and Darren Elkins has a 36. And Darren Elkins has been finished in 44% of his losses, and Pearce has actually been knocked out in his only loss, and that was by Joe Lozon. And that fight, oh my God. Joe came out there like a crackhead in Boston, Massachusetts, and just took Jonathan Pearce's face off. And I mean, Jonathan Pearce was like a minus 190 favorite too, coming straight off the Dana White Contender Series with a round 3 knockout. Yeah, guys. The pace that like Jonathan Pearce pushes is undeniably it's insane. Darren Elkins, yeah, we know what Darren Elkins brings to the table with his wrestling. State champion in college. He's always used it in the UFC. Most takedown attempts in featherweight history. He 165 takedown attempts. Holy shit, man. If you guys want a resume of anyone and like legit numbers, well, this is what we got right here. I mean, Darren Elkins has just been through it all. He's a 51% striking defense, definitely hittable. We know Darren Elkins is hittable. He could take damage. I mean, he's called damage for a reason, but the 56% takedown defense, alarming. But I mean, only being controlled 14% is not really that bad to me. It's just like what Jonathan Pearce brings. Like, I go back and I watch Jonathan Pearce his career, and like, I mean, the guy's never slowing down in any of his fights. I remember after he got knocked out by Joe Lozon, he came against Kai Kamaka, and I think Pearce was like a plus 265 underdog in that fight. And what he really was able to show himself off in that fight. Like, he really was just putting a pace on Kamaka, and like when he was just ground and pounding him from back mount, it was disgusting. I mean, he just wouldn't let off Kai Kamaka at all. He basically dominated him. And then like, and even in the Omar Morales fight, like, guys, Morales is a big featherweight. Like, he really is big for the division. And like, what Pearce was Pearce was plus money in that fight too, plus 130. I remember I had a bet on him in this fight, and this is the Volkanovski Ortega card. I didn't think Jonathan Pearce was gonna take down Morales that easy, and like Morales was kind of defending it early, but like Pearce just wouldn't let go, and like the amount of times that Pearce just kept picking him up and throwing him down and taking him back, just ground and pounded him, fighting the fight at his pace, not even letting his opponent get into a striking groove at all. It was just relentless from the beginning to the end of when he won that fight. He was able to get the rear naked choke. Like, I mean, Morales, yeah, was only 11-1, nothing comparable to like what Darren Elkins' career has been. But like, I think Morales is bigger than Elkins in this division, and like, I mean, in like weight wise and strength wise, like I think Omar Morales is like, I think he's bigger than Darren Elkins. Like, he's a big featherweight. He cuts tons of weight, guys. Like, I I was shocked how Pearce was able to ragdoll him in that fight. And then like Christian Rodriguez, I mean, yeah, he just beat God, what's his name again? Let me go on to Tapology real quick. I had him inside the distance. I forgot who it was. Oh, Joshua Williams. Oh God, Joshua Williams. Complaining stoppages when you're just knocked out. I mean, Joshua Williams. Wait, just get better before you come back to the UFC, please. Back to it, but like I look at even the Makwan fight, like Jonathan Pearce was put in. I'm pretty sure he was put in like an anaconda, and he was like, I don't know if it was anaconda or guillotine, but he was able to get out. And like, I mean, he just pushed Makwan to death. I mean, Makwan did not. It honestly looked like he didn't even want to fight the second round. I mean, Jonathan Pearce, guys, I'm gonna read his takedown attempts. And this is what it is. 8 in the Dana White Contender Series fight. He got knocked down in the first round against Joe Lozon. He couldn't even attempt a takedown. 7, 11, 10, and 5. Landing 5 of 7. Landing 6 of 11. Landing 6 of 10. And landing 4 of 5. Landing 4 of 5. He is in 26 of 41, guys, on his takedowns. 26 of 41. I mean, you can't get better than that. And he's a control time freak. 60%. 60%. That is outrageous. That is literally outrageous. 60% control time. It's crazy. He's spending 68% control time in all his fights. That stat is absurd. You're not going to find that on a lot of featherweights. Like that's just crazy. 60% control time. Like, I'll keep repeating it. I mean, my God. Darren Elkins, do I think he could take down Jonathan Pearce? Hell yeah, I think he could take down Jonathan Pearce. Jonathan Pearce is only a 53% takedown defense. I've seen him taken down before. He's been put in multiple bad spots. I've seen it multiple times. Jonathan Pearce is like Darren. I even watched Darren Elkins' last 5 fights. Like, that's all I watched, guys. I watched his last 5 fights. I didn't really go back deep into his career because I didn't really think it would like. I mean, I've seen a couple of Darren Elkins fights, guys. I just got like I watched his last 5. Nate Landwehr, holy shit. If you guys haven't watched Nate Landwehr versus Darren Elkins, like, after this video, please go watch it because it's an absolute blood brawl, and Nate Landwehr is just yelling Dana and literally eating punches to the face. And then, like, that fight, he took a significant amount of damage. I even watched his Ryan Hall fight. Like, he got dropped 4 times on like spinning back kicks against Ryan Hall. Got dropped by like 2 left jabs. Ryan Hall is a crafty fighter, but I don't really think Ryan Hall's striking is like that superior. Like, he got knocked down. Like, Elkins got knocked down 4 times in that fight, guys. Took a significant amount of damage. I'm sorry, guys. My dogs are just annoying. They're going to be like that. Two little chihuahuas, guys. Imagine all night you hear that. Oh, my God. It's annoying. But, Eduardo Gargori only had 14 professional fights walking into this fight, and he was just a straight kickboxer. They were saying how much he struggled with his takedown defense prior to the fight. So what did Elkins do? He basically took the easy route. He took the veteran route, and he just wrestled him the whole time, was able to get the rear naked choke, and it was like for the 3 minutes that it was on the feet, guys, Elkins was just getting hurt. Like I really question the amount of damage that this guy can like honestly take anymore. Like, Darren, we don't care if you retire, bro. Please go to the sunset. Like, you have proved to us what you're capable of, man. I mean, he's 3-2 in his last 5 fight, guys. He's not doing bad at all. And Derek Minner, you know about Derek Minner. Derek Minner, whole first round, using his gas tank, trying to get guillotines on him. Was easily getting down Elkins in the first round, which I think is just scary for the Elkins in this fight, because if he's getting taken down in the first round of Pearce, and if it even gets into round 2, Pearce has the cardio all day to get you down in any round of any point, any minute. In a 15-minute fight, he will get you down, and he will not stop trying to get you down. Cub Swanson got his ass kicked from the beginning, got knocked out in 2 minutes. And it's like, I know Cub Swanson hits hard. I know Cub Swanson's fast. I know Cub Swanson's a legendary striker in the UFC, but like, I mean, it was just like the fight was 2 minutes on the feet, and just got like Elkins got lit up. Tristan Conley hurt, like, stunned Darren Elkins. And like, don't get me wrong, Darren Elkins, that fight was great. I mean, Tristan Conley, I even think, had Elkins in a bad spot as well. I'm gonna go to Elkins' defensive grappling stats. In his last 5 fights, guys, Darren Elkins has been put in over 5 submissions and hasn't tapped. But like, I mean, Darren Elkins is not gonna give up, guys. I mean, you're gonna literally have to like put this guy unconscious in a submission to make him faint and like not tap out. There's the only way he's probably gonna get out of there. Yeah, guys, I go back to the last time Darren Elkins got submitted. It was Charles Oliveira in 2010, which to me is, I mean, to me, which is just, it's crazy how this guy is really just not getting submitted. But like his Derek Minner, he really should have been submitted by Derek Minner. I have no idea. No idea how Darren Elkins was able to escape those spots. I mean, if Darren Elkins, I think Darren Elkins can even get a submission in this fight. Like, I go look at Jonathan Pearce, and Jonathan Pearce in like 5 fights has been put in 5 submissions as well. I know this fight's gonna hit the ground. I damn well know it is. And I'm telling you guys right now, and you guys know me, I am a propaholic, and like all I love to do is throw props. I'm telling you guys right now, fight doesn't go at minus 190 is a little bit overpriced. I wouldn't feel too confident parlaying that, just because of I do question Elkins' durability extremely going into this fight. But like, what I really question about both of these guys is their submission defense. Like, they're just always put in bad spots. Like, I think it's a matter of time of like Darren Elkins being in a bad spot and getting submitted. And I think it's a matter of time of like Jonathan Pearce even being in bad spots and getting submitted. I mean, yeah, Elkins hasn't been submitted in like, I mean, God, like since in 12 years. I don't want to disrespect him and say dinosaur times. I'm not going to do that. It's just disrespectful. But I mean, 12 years ago, I mean, God, I mean, that's a long time ago. I mean, he hasn't been submitted in 12 years. But like Jonathan Pearce, I think can get the submission. I just think his submission grappling is just getting even better. And Darren Elkins is now like 38. So like the amount of damage, the amount of bad spots it's been in his last 5 fights, like I know Jonathan Pearce has really good ground and pound. Like, I do like Pearce inside the distance, but do I think Jonathan Pearce is going to put himself in a bad spot in this fight as a minus 450 favorite? Yes, because he does it in every fight. He does it in every fight, guys. Christian Rodriguez had him in a bad choke. Morales was about to get him in a choke. Kamaka got his back. Makwan had him in a choke. And same thing with Elkins. These guys just put themselves in bad spots. And like, I think if we're getting fight to end by submission, I know the bookies are going to give us plus money. I know they are. I like 2 bets, guys. And it's Pearce inside the distance, which I think is, I mean, I think if you guys like Jonathan Pearce, I think that's the way you guys approach this. Do not take him minus. I mean, do I think he wins this fight? Yeah, but like, what are you getting with a minus 450 parlay piece? You really, if you guys really think about it in reality, you're winning like an extra like 30 or like $50, depending on how much money you really put on it. And like, is it really that worth it? I mean, I just don't think so. Because God forbid, like as I've been saying, like he puts himself in bad spots. Elkins is not. Elkins is a veteran of the game, guys. Like if Elkins sees that on the ground and he'll notice it and he'll go for it. Elkins almost finished Conley too in the third round with a submission. I mean, guys, I'm telling you, fight them by sub. That will be my bet here. And if I do get Jonathan Pearce, if like any book opens Jonathan Pearce plus money inside the distance, I'll probably will be taking that too, as Pearce does have I think he has one. He has 1, 2, 3, 4. In 4 of his 5 fights in the UFC, especially Dana White Contender Series, he has a finish. And he should have finished Christian Rodriguez and came very close of getting finished by Christian Rodriguez. So yeah, guys. I like fight to end by submission. I'm picking Elkins to win this fight. I mean, oh no, I'm not picking Elkins to win this fight. I'm picking Jonathan Pearce to win this fight. I mean, I would be shocked if Jonathan Pearce lost this fight. But if he loses this fight, Elkins is going to catch him. He's going to submit him. Because this fight is going to hit the ground, guys. I'm telling you now, this fight. If anyone record it, screen record it if you have to. I will screen record it and post it on my YouTube. If this fight doesn't hit the ground, see me doing the hottest chip challenge behind my green screen, as I will be dying. I will do the hottest chip challenge. This fight is going to hit the ground. If it doesn't, I will eat the hottest chip on the fucking planet with no water for 2 minutes. I will sit here and I will record myself. And it will be hilarious for you guys, but it will be suffering and horrific for me. But yeah, guys, I'm giving Jonathan Pearce to win this fight by submission. And I think this fight ends by submission. That's going to be my bet. And if it's over plus 150, I am definitely taking it, because there will be multiple opportunities. So yeah, guys, my pick is Jonathan Pearce to win this fight by submission. And I'm picking my bet is going to be fight to end by submission. But yeah, guys, just like always, make sure you guys are following me on Twitter at MMA. I finally adjusted it, _propaholic. Make sure you guys drop a like, drop a comment, and I hope you guys enjoy, and peace out.